What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Project Eleanor. Pretty much it was a Turbo Mustang that we built, my dad and I built back in 2008, and we ran 10's with. Alright, so the whole setup consisted of a stock 302 from throttle body to oil pan that we picked up for 200 bucks at a junkyard. We did do a quick razor blade rebuild. We picked up some Felpro 9333 head gaskets from Advanced Auto for 15 bucks. We did add on some ARP head bolts, slapped everything together, and then that was it for the motor. It had stock everything: stock crank, stock block, stock crank, stock rods, stock pistons, stock cam, stock heads, stock intake, stock throttle body, stock push rods, stock spring, valve springs, stock everything. Everything you could name was stock in the motor, on the motor. The only thing that we did add and we invested in was the fuel. So we did fuel 42-pound injectors. We bought a blow-through PMAS sensor that was calibrated to 42-pound injectors. We ran a Walbro 255 fuel pump and a Kerbin adjustable fuel pressure regulator for the fuel side. Then the turbo side, the turbo setup was pretty much pieced together as well. So that was a BG hot side, a Master Power T70 with a T4 flange and a 68 exhaust housing, because we know the C4 that we had didn't have a trans brake, so we didn't want it to be laggy. We bought an eBay 3-inch intercooler, eBay intercooler piping, eBay 38mm wastegate, and we were running a DSM first generation blow-up valve. The transmission consisted of a C4 that we picked up with the car, and we picked up a 10-inch no-name converter that stalled right around 3,000, and we were getting 1.5 60-foot times with that setup. The rear was a stock 8.8 rear that we welded a diff, and we were running stock 327 gears. All right, for suspension, we were running Eibach front drag springs and Lakewood 9010 drag struts. We removed the front sway bars, and in the rear we were running pretty much a completely stock rear setup, rear suspension, all the way down to the quad shocks, stock control arms and stock torque boxes, and we were running on a 275 6015 old school BF Goodrich drag radials and skinnies up front. So with the setup, we were running around 1.5 60-foot times on low boost, which was right around 10 pounds of boost. We were running lock timing at 20 degrees, 93 pump gas. We were still running the stock computer, the A9L. So we had the timing locked at all times. The car was going low 11s on street trim pretty much. And then when we turned it up, we put race gas 110. We cranked up the boost to around 14 pounds of boost, and we added 2-3 degrees of timing, and the car dipped into 10's. I wish I had more footage of the car running at the track, but unfortunately all those clips that I had were lost in an old desktop. So there you have it. That's how you run 10's in a pretty much stock Fox body Mustang. Just added turbo and supporting mods and run 10s. Nowadays, you could actually go much faster with all the technology that's out there. That motor, that stock motor that was in the car, actually, I bought another shell and I took that motor out and I put that motor in that shell and sold it and flipped that car. I made a nice profit. All right, anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.